off with Grant, Burns, and Schaffler out front. Burns takes a hit down in the corner. Schaffler returns one. Picked up now by Smuter. Smuter on the back end along with Draheim. Draheim gets the puck over the center line and steers it down into the Waseca zone. Bulldogs coming in after a nice win on Thursday. Saturday over in Red Wing. Coming off a nice victory over there. So they are coming off a nice win there. Burns takes a hit in the corner off of 17. Waseca number 2 has puck. Drops it off. Grant gives it up to Burns. Burns will carry it down in the neutral zone. He tried to get it over the red line, but he was unsuccessful, and so that'll be an icing on the Bulldogs. Sorry, still getting set up here. Just pulling in the old lot. Traffic was fantastic. How are you, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good.
2 goals by Placido on Saturday. Ethan Legau's first 2 goals.
Nice.
Camden Burns. Here gets a rush. 3-on-1.
Phelps carried it down, gets it over to Placido. Placido fires 5-hole. Nice little rush. Started off by Phelps getting it out of the zone. Interesting. We'll try to get the score up on the old camera system here in a minute or two. Waseca carries it down in the zone. Tried a centering pass over to 24 outside of his reach. Von Bank gives chase, now intercepted by Phelps. Tried to get it over to Von Bank. Pexa on the back end along with Juarez. Juarez tried to feed it up to Placido. However, gets it down in the zone. Von Bank down low, gets it over to Phelps. Phelps gets it over to Placido. Placido runs into traffic and chipped back out in the neutral zone. Pexa slows down that rush momentarily. Now 19 carries it in on the left-hand side. Thiago with a nice first save. Von Bank will carry back up. Placido goes off on a change. Phelps out ahead of him. Myers was out ahead of him. And Tish will give chase. Icing waved off. Gage Schmidt out there. First hit of the day. Telejohn out there as well as Legau out there as well. Nice job early on by the Bulldogs to keep most of the action down in the Waseca zone. Myers takes a hit, and the net gets dislodged momentarily. Oh, referee's going to let it play. Nice hit at the blue line by Telejohn. Schmidt now feeds that one back down. Picked up by Tish. Couldn't get it advanced down further though. Telejohn now gets it over to Legau. Legau gets it up to Tish. The Bulldogs. Nice job by Gage Schmidt on the forecheck down there. Ollie Grog now out there for the first time, along with Ethan Evenson. Draheim back out there. He gets it up to Evenson. Evenson looks to go cross-ice. Nobody quite there. Now Draheim has it. Draheim feeds that through. He's trying to get traffic. And we'll get an icing call. .12 left here in period number 1. Ethan Legau, Evan Schmidt, and Oliver Grog out there. Draheim will take it up, chip it over to Grog. Grog takes it down on the right-hand side of the goalie. Centers it out front. That runs into traffic, though. Tries to backhand it. Still loose in the circle. Now picked up by Ethan Legau. Legau still has it. Decides to center it out front. Goes through the slot. Picked up by Schmidt. Schmidt fires. Nice save by the goalie. Nice look by the Bulldogs.
This line was red hot on Saturday.
Was it? Oh, yeah, so you said Ethan had a couple goals?
Yeah. No Evan Schmidt. He must have been sick, but
yep.
Ethan, and Ollie.
Nice. Puck push out in the neutral zone. Jago pokes it ahead. Justin Pexa also, and we'll have an icing on Waseca. Close one to Mountain West Tonka. And then one to New Ulm. Close one going into the third as well. Pexa works it down to Burns. Burns gets it over to Schaffler. Schaffler tried to wrap it around, but too much steam on it to get it over to Burns. Jago stops down. Grant now gets it over to Burns. Burns tried to get it over to Grant. That one got caught in traffic and pushed down in the neutral zone.
There we go.
Centering pass. Schaffler interrupts it. Pushes that right back down. Burns and Grant will give chase. Grant on the half wall. Now Burns has it. Gets it over to Jago. Jago back over to Burns. That one gets past him. And 2 will pick that up. Carried into the neutral zone by number 9. Nice poke check by Jago. That one squirts though to Tiago. Tiago pushes that one to his right. And Tiago with the save. .9:39 left here in period number 1. Shots are 4-2 in favor of the Bulldogs.
We have a lot of viewers tonight. It's a light crowd here.
Yeah. Well, I know Nicole was debating as to whether or not she was going to drive down. Oh, nice play by Waseca, and then Tiago makes the save, and then Waseca forward dumps it over the net and bounces off the back of Tiago's shoulder and in. To put Waseca up 1-0 with 9:32 left here in period number 1.
The guy was saying hit off his head.
Over the far side. Placido now has control. He tried to feather it over to Juarez. Turns it over, though, in the circle. Now Legao gets that over to Phelps. Phelps chips it ahead.
There we go.
Placido will give chase on a foot race. Nice shot by Waseca, though, to put that behind the net.
There you go.
Puck pushed out into the neutral zone and all the way down. And that'll be an icing call on Waseca. 1-0 Waseca. Shots are 4-4.
They said they just scored.
Period 1. Out there is Schmidt, Myers, and Tisch, along with Dreheim and Telejohn. Tisch gives check. Chase takes the puck off his stick. Tisch still battling down in the corner. Now tried to center up in the circle. That got interrupted by 11. Nice push save out there to Dreheim by Tiago. Tiago gets it over to Bryce. Bryce tried to backhand it up to Schmidt. That got intercepted though by McKenna. Bryce will give chase. 14 now puts the brakes on. Steers it to the near side. Gage tried to catch that one off the wall. Nice job by Tristan. And Bulldogs push it right back in. Bulldogs will switch out a couple. Evenson now is in for Tisch. And Smuter in for Dreheim. McKenna drops it over to 20. 20 fires that one wide. That one's pushed back out into the neutral zone. D to D for Waseca here on the near side. He'll carry it down now. He's got a lane. He'll fire. Tiago makes the chest save. And Telejohn tried to get that over to Jago. Didn't have much steam on it. Now it's pushed all the way up to the wall. And kept back in by Waseca. Jago has it down in the corner. Smuter chips it up off the glass into the neutral zone. Bulldogs could use a shift change. Myers will go off. And Ollie tips that up to Ethan Evenson. Poked off of his stick. Nice play by Grog. Coming right off the bench, intercepting that pass. Now 15 will carry it down for Waseca. Smuter puts him up against the wall. Picked up by Evenson down in the corner. Evenson's got Grog out front. Can't get it to him. Now finds it over to Legal. Legal tips it, but it goes right under the stick of a Waseca defender. Now Evenson will carry it in. He gets bumped. Carries it down into the circle. Loses the handle. Legal battling down there. He's jousting with a Waseca defender. Smooter does a nice job slowing down the momentum. Turned over now. Legal has it in the slot. He fires it in. Ollie Grog down there as well battling. And Waseca resorts to dumping it out and icing the puck. Another nice flurry by that line. .6:17 left here in period number 1. Waseca up 1-0. Grant line out there along with Pexa and Juarez. Nice job by Jacob. Slow down the momentum momentarily. Now 16 came flying in. What a save by Pexa. Thiago hugging that far post with his foot. This near side was open, and Pexa caught the puck as it was just harmlessly sliding over to the goal line. Camden will give chase. Nice pressure on by him. He'll have to get onside, though. Bulldogs will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Schaffler then tips it down. And Burns touches up. Juarez has it. He'll dump that right back in. Schaffler gives chase. Puts a body in. Now reversed over by Waseca. Grant will drop down there. He puts a hit on 39, but he takes the short end of that stick. Now 24 will carry it up. 2-on-1 coming this way. 3, 24. Nice job by Justin. Nice play by him. Now he'll carry it down. Burns will go off on a change. Von Bank comes in. Ooh, and then he takes a funny hit. Pexa coming in on the rebound. Zayheim works it up to Phelps at the center line. And we should get an icing call. Yep, icing on Waseca with 4:45 left here in period number 1. Von Bank line out there along with Dreheim and Legal. Von Banks breaks up the outlet pass. Now Christian has it at the blue line. He'll chip it back down. Phelps will go to work down there. Nice hit by Von Bank. Nobody out front though. Now Placido's there. Shoots. Sharp angle shot. Right in tight. Wasn't able to get any height on it though. And went right into the pad of the goalie. Dreheim takes a hit down the corner. Turns it over. 11 now has it. He fires right in the pad of Thiago. Rebound out to 19. He puts that into the corner. Phelps now has it. Gets it out to the point. Unable to get it out of the zone, though. Pushed back down by 35. Kept in by Waseca. Shot from the point. Thiago makes the save. Pushes that one around. Held in by Newgard. He tips it out front by 20. Oh, and then there goes a... Tyler with the turnover. 15 now carries it down. Center's over front. 20 can't hold on to it. 19 works it out to 6. Thiago with the stick save. Dreheim down there. Nice shift by Waseca. Placido goes off on a change. That one bounces off of Phelps' skate right onto the stick of 19. He'll carry it in now. He's met by 3 Bulldogs. Now 6 carries it in. Shoulder save by Thiago. Elbow save. Myers down against the wall. Still looking for a pass out. Still has it. Got to move that puck. Waseca turns it over in the zone. Now pushed out by Schmidt. Now Myers will give a chance on the chase here. 2:38 left here in period number 1. Bulldogs down 1-0. And Schmidt hits that one into the Waseca player box. got about $300 on the ice. Waseca controls the face-off. Gage Schmidt line is out there. Tisch is out there as well as Ollie Grog. That one's centered around by Waseca. Now Gage has it. Bulldogs are not doing a real good job moving the puck. Waseca's clogging a lot of their lanes. Centered over now by Grog over to Tisch. Tisch gets it back over to Schmidt. Schmidt unable to hold on to it. Grog tries to center it. Now picked up by Smuter. Evenson in for Tisch. Jago gets it over to Ollie. Ollie fires. Goes left side of the goalie. That one goes wide. Waseca in the last about 3 minutes have put up 6 shots on the Bulldogs to take a 12-6 lead on that category. And icing on Waseca. Legal line out there, along with Juarez and Evan Schmidt. Evan unable to catch that pass. Now kicked over to Juarez. Juarez goes up to Legal or Evenson. Now Legal has it, and he gets tied up. And he's unable to get much on it. Now he gets it over to Evenson. Evenson carries it up through the circle, fires that one just high of the net. Now picked up by Juarez. Fires that one on goal. Goalie makes a belly save. .106 left here in period number 1. Shots are 12-7 in favor of the Bulldogs. No, Waseca Blue Jays. Schmidt fires. That one goes just wide. Burns has it. He'll center that one out front. Goalie had to make a save on that from behind the goal line from Cam. Now 24 will carry it in. Nice poke check there by Juarez. 24 holds on to it, though. Now he was able to deflect it into the goal. Grant chips that one up to Burns. Burns unable to get too much on it, though, because 35 was right there. Juarez with a big hit. 37 takes a hit there by Evan Schmidt. Schmidt now works it up. Nice block there by Grant. Juarez has it. Gets it over to Schaffler. Schaffler unable to hold on to that catch or pass. Now Burns has it. Chips it. I don't know what he was doing there. He had plenty of space. Bulldogs do switch out with 10 seconds left. Thiago with the blocker save. Rebound right out to 16, though. Thiago with a poke check. And nobody on the trailer, and he puts it in a wide open net. Put Waseca up 2-0 with 5 seconds left here in period number 1. McKenna fires. That one goes right into Pexa. Horn falsely blows. And that'll be the end of the period. We'll have a 2-minute intermission. We'll be back in 120. All right, everybody, we are back here for period number 2. Bulldogs starting in the hole 2-0. Start with the Von Bank line this period with Pexa and Juarez back there. Bulldogs did lose a couple skaters, so play for later. So Draheim, Smooter, and Myers on the way out. Phelps picks up. He'll carry it in. Fires, shoots that one just over the net. He had the top open, too. But got a little high on it. Now Juarez fires that one. That one's loose out front in the slot. Still loose out front. Placido banging down there. Now Jacobs fires that one wide of the net. Pexa works it over to Von Bank. Von Bank centered it. And that should be an icing call on the Jays. Bulldogs have started the first 2 periods off strong. It's just they fizzled the last period. Puck bouncing out in the neutral zone, picked up by 7. 7 gets it over to 9. 9 carries it, drops it off to 7. Turned over in the neutral. Not turned over quite yet. Looked like he was losing it. 6 now fires. And Thiago makes a save and no rebound. I think the other thing we got to do is, at least tonight, until we can figure out how to clean out that front, we got to limit the rebounds. Schmidt line out there. Puck pushed all the way around near Tisch. Riley loses the handle. Now it's kicked out in front of the net. Turned over right in front of the net. Thiago saving the day there. Now Tisch will carry it up. Poke check off his stick by 14. He'll dump it down. Gage will give chase. Ollie lets it go over to Legal. Now Gage has it. Gets it over. Returned out by Tisch, but Gage was tied up with a Waseca player. Nice poke check by Tristan. Tristan now carried in. Makes a move around. Loses the puck though. And now 9. Goes cross ice over to 7. Drog with a nice back check, forcing him to dump it down. Charlie on the bench yelling, turn it up, turn it up. Waseca was going off on a change. Now Gage will carry it down. Tried to make a move at the blue line. Lost the handle. Picked up by Tisch. Now that puck gets the official. Now Waseca's got a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Oh, and he fans on the shot. He was doing a little toe drag and he fanned on it. And the puck slid harmlessly into Thiago. Grant line out there with Pexa and Schmidt. Grant chips that one forward. Kem's got some space. He's got Schaffler out front. He puts the brakes on. Waseca guy loses the nudge. Oh, and Pexa loses it. Camden looking for an avenue. Drops it over for Pexa. Pexa carries it down the circle. He'll center it out front. Puck loose. Puck kicked all the way up on the wall. Burns controls it. Gets it down over to Grant. Grant back over to Burns. But a little bit ahead of him. Now Evan's going to have to get back quick. Nice job by Pexa on the back check, and Thiago decides we're going to slow it down. 12:27 left, shot 17-9. Waseca up 2-0. Those of you who are listening on your radio dial, Bulldogs are going left to right this period. Burns reverses course, but there's nobody back there. I don't know where that was off to. Now Schaffler has it. Pexa now has it, gets it back to Schaffler. Schaffler now flips it. Burns now has it, gets it over to Grant. Grant carry it down, makes a move around. Back check by 38, 38 prevents him from getting a shot off. Now Burns holds it in the zone, gets it over to Grant. Grant flips it down, back behind the net. Schaffler puts the body on. Centers it out front. Burns went around the other way. Schaffler put it around on the near side. Puck intercepted by Juarez. Juarez will carry it down. Burns now put that on net. Intercepted by the defender. Puck turned over. Burns has it. Loses the handle. Puck loose in his skates. Now Legal has it. Bulldogs are just dancing out there, just giving the puck away. Oh, Charlie's over there shaking his head. Gave him about 3 chances there at the blue line. Yep. Nine gets it over to 14. 14 fires, gets caught in Evenson skates. Now put out in the center. Kicked down into the neutral zone. Legal gives chase. 9 has it. He fires. That one's deflected off of Legal's skates into the corner. Big hit by 3 on to Ethan. Now Evenson has it. Tried to center that one over to Von Bank. Phelps. Now picked up by Juarez. Juarez gets it up to Evenson. Evenson looking to get it over to Phelps. He takes a hit check. Nice hit check by Sevchek. Centered. Goes off the side of the net. Gavin now has it. He centers it. Legal has it. Boy's unable to pull the trigger and get a shot off. The chances they're getting, they're not able to pull the trigger. Thiago is saving the day with these guys, and then that rebound pops out underneath the other skates. Von Bank, Placido, Grog, along with Telejohn and Schmidt. 18 over to 35. 35 dumps that down. Telejohn works it all the way over to Placido. Schmidt gets it over to Placido. Placido centers it in the slot. And the Blue Jays switching up all the lines. He's got to try something different. Gotcha. Tisch centers it over to Gage. Gage loses the handle, poked off of his stick. Bulldogs will have to regroup in the neutral zone. Tisch now gives chase as the F1. Pushed over to 35 behind the net. Puck intercepted or slowed down there by Burns. Pexa now has it. Gets it over to Burns. Burns on a 1-on-2. Tried to work that through the defender. And got caught in his skate. And so Tisch had to touch up. And Burns did. Juarez dumps that one down. Samuel gives chase. And that one goes up into the box. Phelps has the puck, centers it. Juarez pushes it back down. McKenna carries it in. Waseca should have been offsides by about 1.5 feet. Phelps now has it. He's bet at the blue line. 15 now gets it over to 11. 11 tried to get it onto his 15. 17 now gets it in. Pexa has control of it. Goes cross ice over to Sammy. Sam will carry it down. He's got Gavin out front. And puck pushed out. Picked up by Juarez. Juarez gets it over to Pexa. That one's fired over the head of the Thiago. Now Stevenson gets it up to Ollie. Nice play by the defender. Bulldogs D were caught in a change. Now Telejohn comes in. Nice job playing the body. Then Grock comes in and cleans up down in the corner. Telejohn gets it up. Pushed out in the center ice by Ollie. Legal trying to pick up his stick. And now Bulldogs. The referee was raising his arm and then he kept it down. Puck down in the corner. Ollie down there. Two Bulldogs lay into the Legal boys will lay into a Blue Jay. Now picked up in the slot. Fired. That one's deflected off of Telejohn's leg. Thiago mercilessly pushes that in the corner. And Ollie's able to get it out of the neutral zone. 6:30 left here in period number 2. Ollie goes off on a change. Burns will come in for him. Cam's now got the puck. He gets it up to Von Bank. Von Bank will give chase. Centers it back over to Burns. Now Ethan has it on his stick loaded up, and he wasn't able to get a trigger pulled. Von Bank has it. Centers it over to Ethan. That kid kicked the skate. Now Von Bank fires. Rebound goes up into the air. Burns has it. Gets it all to Schmidt. Schmidt pushes it back down to Burns. Burns drops it for Von Bank. Von Bank over to Christian. Christian carries it around. Now centering. And icing will be called.
It's more exciting down here.
It is. Now they got to keep it down here. Von Bank, Placido, Burns. Pexa, Schmidt. Placido gets it over to Schmidt. Schmidt fires a low shot. That one goes off the side of the net. Picked up by Burns. He's got a little time. Gets it over Pexa out front. That one hit a skate of the winger. Dustin picks up the puck. Gets it over to Burns. Burns tips it up to Von Bank. Von Bank gets it over to Placido. Placido carries it in. Oh, what a stick save by the goalie. Goalie gets it with the handle or the paddle of his stick. Nice job by those boys. Really the only consistent threat here so far by the Bulldogs this period. Waseca pushes that one into the Bulldog zone. Switch out a defender. Puck kept in the zone by number 17. Schmidt tried to get it over to Placido. Placido gets over to Von Bank, but kept in by 18. Now Pexa has it. He's got a little space. Loses the handle again. Now Placido has it. Goes all the way down. Ooh, and Evan takes the hit. Evan took a hit from behind. We'll have the conversation to see if that was a check-in from behind. Two for Ruff. Waseca Blue Jay, he knew it right away. He went right to the box. No harm. He didn't try to. We got Tish, Schaffler, Burns, Placido, and Juarez out there. Placido down low, has it, gets it over to Tish. Tish gets it over to Burns. Burns has it. That one's kicked out. Nice job by Placido. Tish over to Juarez. Hitch tries in. Fired. Kicked into the corner by the defender. Juarez over to Tish. Tish carries it down. Placido's out front. Burns now has it. Gets it over to Tish. Tish. He'll carry it in. Fire. Pad save. Burns will pick it up. 57 seconds left in the power play. Oh. Juarez able to hold it in the zone. Burns will go off on a change. Juarez now will carry it in. Phelps in for Burns. Grant in for Tish. Puck loose out front. Bulldogs unable to pound it in. 25 seconds left. Waseca switches out 3. Phelps now has it. Von Bank is out there now. Blue Jays are full strength. Oh, guys. McGow line out there with Evenson and Grog. Telejohn out there as well as Tyler Legal. Puck pushed out. Oh, and then Ethan takes a big hit. Tristan now works his way through. Puck bounces off a Grog stick. 1:40 left here in period number 2. Tristan takes out Guy, slides into Tiago. Now Ethan goes cross ice. Puck tip. And we'll get an icing on Waseca. Gage, Von Bank, and Tish, along with Hexa and Evan Schmidt. Waseca's going to have a 2-on-1 coming the other way. Center, nice job by Schmidt to block that one. Picked up by Pexa. Turns it over, though, in the zone. Kicked right over to Waseca forward. Bouncing puck. Thiago makes the save. I think that locker room might have the paint peeling off the walls here between the second and third. Not a spirited effort by the Bulldogs here. A lot of turnover of the puck. Line passes. Von Bank now carries it in. He'll fire a low shot. Rebound out front. Gage backhands it into the goalie. 33 seconds left. Waseca controls the faceoff with 30 seconds left here in period number 2. Turn it over. Von Bank now battling for the puck. Loses the handle. Goes out in the neutral zone. He'll shovel it into the Waseca zone. 19 seconds. Waseca looking to get one more rush in. Tish, though, has it. Gets it over to Pexa. Gets it over to Tish. Tish will carry it in. Put that one in the corner. Number 7. Fires that down to McKenna. And that'll be the end of period number 2. Bulldogs will go to the locker room. We'll get a resurface. Bulldogs up 5-0. We will be back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here in Waseca. Minnesota River Bulldogs JV team taking on the Blue Jays, down 5-0. Shots 24-17. I have a feeling we'll see a spirited third period. Bulldogs will start with Grant, Burns, Schaffler, Hexa, and Juarez. Face off. Puck jumps right into the Bulldog zone. Bench, I should say. Yeah. Jacob's neck guard is too low, so he had to go off. Legal will take his spot. Legal now gets it up to the blue line. Schaffler works it up. Burns puts a hit on. Schaffler carries it in. He'll fire. Oh, pad save. He had that top open. Tried to go low. Nice play by Burns at center ice to put the body on and force the turnover. Icing waved off, picked up by Pexa. Pexa battling down there with 7. Puck loose out front. Now picked up by Pexa. Oh, and Pexa takes a rough hit. Justin will get up. He'll get off, get a little assistance. No call on the play. Look, I don't know, it was questionable at best. Now Schaffler tried to get that over to Grant, turned over in the slot. Big save by Thiago. Puck wrapped around by 17. Pexa looks all right, just a little shaken up on the play. Telejohn now gets it up to Burns, who tips it over to Von Bank. Von Bank unable to do anything. I think Burns is feeling a little bit after that hit because he's been moving pretty slow here. Puck centered out front. High stick. Looked like it was above his shoulder. Now Juarez has it. He'll carry it down. Burns goes off on a change. Drops it over to Placido. Placido loses the handle in the circle. Kept in the zone or in the neutral zone by Von Bank. He'll dump it in. Give chase. Von Bank will dump that one down. There you go. Oh. Puck played in the circle. Picked up by Waseca. They get it out in the neutral zone. 12:50 left. Bulldogs playing a lot harder, more physical game. Schmidt gets it over to Gavin. Gavin will carry it down on the left-hand side. Goes through traffic. Drops it over from Placido. Placido overskates it, though. Bulldogs able to keep it in. Von Bank. He'll go off on a change. Grant hops right back in. Grog over there. Tish over there as well. Bulldogs trying to leak out a forward early. Grog will give chase. Pushed down by Waseca. Waseca turns it over on the side of the net. Now picked up by Grant, who throws it over in the center of the slot. Legal will pick it up. He'll fire a shot. That one deflects into the netting. Grant centering Grog and Tish. Tyler Legal out there along with Tristan. That one goes off the shaft of 11 stick. Waseca now chips it out. McKenna's going to carry it ahead. He's got 2-on-1. Fires. Nice save by Thiago. Puck pushed out in the neutral zone. Good communication there by Tyler to Thiago, letting him know who he was going to take. Nice job again by Camden to keep it at the blue line. Now he'll chip it into the zone. 17 will drop back. Oh, put a body on. Tish now loses the handle right at the blue line. Picked up by Legal. Tried to get that over to Camden. Now puck's loose out in the slot. Bulldogs offsides. McKenna couldn't do anything because the play was offsides. Camden takes another hit at the blue line. Jacob has the puck back. Gets it over to Ethan. Ethan now he's got numbers if he can get up there. Taken away off of his stick. Juarez backhands it up through the slot. And that one goes right off of Telejohn's backside. Burns now intercepts that pass. Taken off of his stick. And Juarez now will dump that in on the goalie. Goalie didn't know where that was coming from. Had to make a last-second save. Puck kicked into the neutral zone. Evenson gets it over to Juarez. Juarez will fire a low shot. That one steered into the corner on the right. Phelps down in the corner now. Waseca's able to chip it out in the neutral zone. Dumped into the zone. Jacob has control of it. Flips it over to Schaffler. That one goes out in the neutral zone. Gavin takes a hit, throws that back behind the net. Schaffler tried to wrap that around to Phelps. Too much steam on it, though. Grant tried to shovel it back to Phelps. Now Schaffler puts a hit. Of course, the turnover. Again, goalie didn't see it. Late reaction by the goalie on 2 straight shots. And we got an icing call. 9:07 left here in period number 3. Von Bank out there along with Grog and Placido. And icing on the Blue Jays. Yep. Bulldogs control the faceoff, push it down back deep in the Waseca zone. 18 and I'll carry it out. Rod giving chase on the back check. Nice job, nice hustle. Centering pass out front, intercepted by Telejohn. That one steers to the right. Nice job swooping in by Telejohn now. Christian's able to get it up to Pexa. Pexa goes cross ice over to Christian, who dumps it in the zone. 8:25 left. Von Bank gets it over to Grog. Grog fires. That one gets caught in traffic. Yep, right idea. Just had to double clutch on the shot. Christian puts it up on the half wall. He's trying to get a little further out of the zone and bounce right to the Waseca player. Picked up now by Pexa, who goes cross ice over to Von Bank. Von Bank will carry it down. He'll carry it down. He'll fire. Low shot. That one goes wide of the net. Tyler does a nice job holding it in the zone. Drops down the circle. His shot deflects up and into the netting. Gage Schmidt, Riley Tisch, Camden Burns, along with Tyler Legal and Jacob Boris. Tyler slows down the rush. Camden gets it over to Legal. Legal able to get it back up to Gage Schmidt. Gage makes a move around. Loses the handle in the slot. Nice job by Jacob to slow down the rush. Now Gage is there to support. That one's pushed into the zone. Riley pins it up against the wall. Now Riley able to force his way through. He's got a trailer. Carried it around, walks the blue line. That one's deflected though. And now Waseca will carry it out. 7's got McKenna. Makes the move around 1. Puts it off the side of the net. Picked up by Gage. Fish tried to get that over to Burns on the far wall. Now turn it over here in the slot. Camden gets it over to Jacob. Jacob flips that one in at Tish. Ooh, centering pass out front. That one's chipped up and into the netting. Bulldogs will rotate all 5s. But no, I think it was just where they set up. Because you got Pexa and Schmidt out there. 9 now has it. Evenson picks it up. He's got control of it back behind the net. Gets it up to Legao. Matthews trying to get it out through the blue line. Unsuccessful. Now Evan blocks that centering pass. Kicked back to him. And he has control of it. He's got some time. Turns it over, though, by the goal line. Now he's got it. Cross ice over to Phelps. Phelps will be able to gain this edge. He fires. Blocker saved by the goalie. Nice hit by Gavin. Nice job on the back check by Phelps. Now Pexa dumps it down. He'll go off on a change. Centering pass down to Phelps back below the line. Now Sam has it. Tried to get it to Phelps. Now turns it over. Juarez fires a low liner. Telejohn works that around, centers it out front. Breakout pass intercepted by Grant. Now Grant carries it in, backhands it, didn't have anything on it though. Ollie battling down the corner. Still working hard down there. Jacob has it. He'll dump it down. Bulldogs able to switch out 4 of their 5. Nice job on the back check. Christian's got a guy trailing behind him. Christian gets knocked down though as he's carrying the puck in. Nope. 4:14 left. Shots have narrowed, 28-22. Bulldogs out shooting Waseca this period. Two now has the puck. He turns it over though at the red line. Pexa now carry it in. Von Bank wanted to get it over to Legao, but Legao was able to slow down the rush momentarily after it was turned over. Now McKenna gets it over. Nice pass. Thiago with a big save. Thiago has played great all day. The 5 goals are not on him. So many turnovers in the zone and not getting it out. Phelps takes a hit down in the corner. Centering pass out front. Thiago steers that one in the corner. Tish able to get it up to Gage. Gage will carry it down. He's got to throw that off the goalie and pay for a rebound. Now 18 will carry it down. Push back out to the point. Now Phelps will give chase. 24 calmly gets it out into the neutral zone.
Take him, yeah, take him. There you go.
That one bounces off of Phelps' skates. Now Gage picks it up. And Waseca pushes it right back down. 9 fires. That goes off the handle of Tiago's stick into the corner. 17 now has it. And he puts the one in. The goal line out there with Grog and Evenson. John and Schmidt on the back end. Ollie battling hard on the wall here. Kicks it out to Waseca defender. Tipped in by Gertz. Now picked up by Legal. Turned over. Now centering pass. Kicked out to the far D. Thiago steers that one harmlessly into the corner. Big hit in the corner there, taken by Tristan. Nice stick work by Tristan, forcing the turnover. Now Evenson will take it over the red line. But taken off of his stick at the blue line and chipped up into the netting. Two minutes running time here in the third, 6-0. At the conclusion of this game will be the varsity game. We'll start here probably 20 minutes, half hour, probably a half hour after this game wraps up here in Waseca.
There you go, Tyler.
Tyler Legal fires, rebound out front. Got caught in a jousting match.
There you go, boys.
Grant pushes that face off right on the goalie.
Nice play, Brandon.
1 minute left running time. Cross ice pass. 19 now carries it in. Bouncing puck, steered into the corner by Legal. Jacob trying to get Camden, who was leaking. Offsides. .30 seconds left. 15. Tried to chip it forward. Grant will give chase now. Big hit by Jacob down there. Grant gets it over to Camden. Camden trying to get it in. Tied up. Still loose up front. Dives and shoots it. Now Schaffler wraps that one around. And that one goes cross ice, and that'll be the end of the ball game. Bulldogs drop one to Waseca. If I'm there, great. If not, I'm sure you'll be able to watch somewhere on Live Barn or something. Hopefully they have that there. Have a great evening. Tune in about a half hour for the Bulldogs and the Blue Jays varsity game. Until then, have a great night, everybody. Drive safe.